Yo-ay-yo, home varay. Yo-ay-ra, jaroom running G.
I am the Chi. I am the most powerful weapon of destruction in the two universes.
She's like searching for a way to get down.
Okay. Good girl.
The cat was sleeping on the bed until she gave an unwilling cameo.
Yes. We have blue lights, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what did we watch?
We watched Norb.
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 It's the sort of thing that Pinky says in Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah, that's Narf.
Norb.
No, it doesn't work that way. Norb. It sounds like an orb of Norbishness. Get that hat out of your face. You don't know where it's been.
Yes, I have a fedora. This was used in Equestria Girls.
It actually sits... I have a huge wolf plushie, and she put it on top of it, so now I have a neckbeard wolf.
Yeah, only until I bring it back home.
Oh, yeah.
But, Norb.
Norb.
This is the Shit Got Real episode of Lexx Season 2.
Shit got real.
Because the Lexx find out that that Mantrid's still around. They find out about the killer Mantrid Jones that are basically doing a Grey Goo scenario against the entire known universe. And they also bring back the cute little kid from White Trash and kill him within 5 fucking minutes.
It is. I was like, aw, Spaceman Norb didn't get as far as he thought he was going to.
Fuck yeah, Lexx.
It was the genetics from that planet. The trailer trash planet. That's what did it.
Tell you, if only the guys in charge of Lexx were in charge of Star Wars Episode 2, they would have charbroiled Jar Jar Binks within 2 minutes.
You know, I had a theory about how the end of the first one, where basically Anakin just goes up and he just kills all these battle drones, and he just wins. Just remarkably wins just in everything he does. I likened it to a tabletop campaign, where the guy playing Anakin's like, oh, I don't feel like doing what the rest of the group is doing, I'm gonna roll the sneak off on my own. Okay, fine. Alright, so I'm gonna go do this, and I'm gonna go mess with that. Hey, I need your attention! Look, dude, I'm running something for the others. You're gonna have to, Anakin will have to wait his turn. Okay, fine, I wanna do this, I wanna do this, I wanna do this, and finally the SD got, so I said, fine, just roll it. And the little asshole rolled a natural 20. I can do all of this, see, I rolled a 20. It actually doesn't work. Oh, but I rolled a 20. Fine, fine, you win. You just do everything. Great. Okay, so anyway, you guys are on the planet, right? But anyway, Lex.
I like this episode. Basically, they're trapped on the Lexx.
Too, actually.
It's amazing. She liked an episode of Lexx.
I know, right? Halfway to the second season of my own show, I'm like, I guess this episode was alright. I guess.
Hopefully we'll find a show they actually like to do this at some point with. But basically, they're on the Lexx, and Norb was killed by the Mantrid drones and replaced.
Norb.
Somehow they developed the ability to...
With a Norb bot.
Yeah, they
replicated him, but he was made of drones.
Yeah, we didn't know that they could recreate people to the perfect degree like that. They're only arms, so I'm not really sure how. But fair enough, they did that. I want to know how they worked out that Norb knew the crew of the Lexx. Maybe they detected him before when they were flying past Vermal or something. I don't know. But Norb was killed and rebuilt, and he was filled with flying arms.
Filled to the brim.
And he released them, and they started eating the Lexx from the inside out. Fuck yeah.
Lex was kind of being a little bit bitchy to Stanley in this episode.
He had a stomach ache the whole time.
That's true. Even before, he was being kind of snotty.
And, one of the Mantrid Jones kills 790 briefly, which is always fun.
Takes, apparently he has a little bit of human brain. I was like, I need a cigarette.
That drone became Omega's favorite character in the show.
My favorite drone. There are many like it, but this one is my favorite.
That died later on.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? But so basically, shit's got real and fucked, and the Mantrid arms are taking apart the Lexx, and so they're trying to get 790 back by infusing him with proto-blood and all this other kind of stuff, and yeah.
Regenerate the brain! But then they don't even realize that the arms are flying around and destroying shit.
Yeah, until finally, they're fucking everywhere. So, we have to escape. So they escape on one of the moths. And they're like, well, now what are we going to do?
It's a bit like a very surreal episode of Star Trek involving the Borg.
Yeah.
But instead of assimilating people, they're just assimilating technology, which is what the Borg did in their first appearance. They did in the context of the show. They didn't actually assimilate anyone until Picard. Now, in later on episodes, they were saying we've been assimilating people for hundreds of thousands of years and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but you never hear about it though.
Yeah, before that, in the show itself, that never happened. So
We've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years over here, behind the Prime Directive curtain.
yes. So I don't know why the. Okay. This is one of the episodes where they forgot that Laika exists, and Laika was sitting there. They were destroying the area right beside Laika, and I really wish that one of them had gone, like, took a left instead of a right, and started attacking Laika, and then she woke up and started like, killing them before giving them.
They'd be like, "You are not a human being." She's like, "I'm a plant, motherfucker." I don't know why she briefly became the woman from Shaft, but she did.
Plus, she could, give them their heart's desire before she killed them.
But what would their heart's desire be?
Being able to create more arms.
No, to be on a body. It would dream of it all the time. If only I had a body with another arm that could be my friend and 2 legs and a head. They dream of it in the night. The Mantrid arms do. You know that, didn't you?
That's one possible way they could have done.
If I was an arm, that's what I would dream of.
My suggestion would be that the Mantrid arms' dream would be to destroy things and turn them into Mantrid arms.
No, to be one of, like, Vishnu's arms.
There's millions
Vishnu
of
has
them.
a lot of arms.
Or maybe all the Mantrid zones in the world, in the universe, turned into a giant Mantrid drone. And goes like, "Arr!" and punches someone.
Well, if they're left-handed Mantrid drones, then they just want to jerk off. But if you think you know what arms to dream up with the show.
You can tell Lexx is pretty surreal at times.
Yeah. But so, they basically are communicating through Lexx to 790, who's still there. And they figure out
after he was resurrected.
Yeah, because he was like, oh god. And so basically they figure out that if Lexx reverses its particle drive, then that will fry all the electronics on board that are not... Well, Lexx is mostly organic, so that'll be fine. But 790 will be vaporized. So they're like, oh god, we have to go back and save 790. So they go back and save 790. At least they drop Kai off to do so. And they're like, alright, so now we can do this. But now Lexx is too damaged to communicate with them, so they have to go to the bridge. So Stanley can sit on the spinal column and that like he does and, talk to Lexx. Lexx is like, okay, we're down. So then all the drones go, and Kai does one of the best things I've ever seen him do. He's like, don't worry, I won't be affected. You go, quickly. And he goes, the eagle claw scream, but then he like whips it around, like pulverizes this big nest of them. And he's like, got this look on his face like, it ain't no thing.
His rope string thing turned into like a rod, and it's like he just had a big stick whacking
And then
things.
it broke, and he's like, boom. He sat down.
He's like, ooh, waiting for the electromagnetic pulse thing.
So they bust out of all the mantra drones, and the Lexx does it, and then everything is fine, and they're like, hooray.
This had the appearance of a bottle show, but it wasn't, because they had so much little special effect things. You know bottle show?
Mm-hmm.
Because the only extra characters they had were Norb, who was there for literally like 4 minutes, and it's a child actor, so you don't need to pay them at all if you're clever.
Would you stop that?
And Dieter Lazar.
He's probably paid. He probably was.
And Dieter Lazar, who was painted in like CGI to make him look like he was all shiny. He looked like one of the cats from Back to the Future 2, and he was just appearing on a screen for like 30 seconds. So it's pretty much everything they didn't have to pay on actors because we're not going to pay the child. And Dieter Lazar, the guy would play a crazy, megalomaniac, computer insect human hybrid that wants to destroy the universe for nothing. It's like he lives for that. So they spend all the money on the drones.
Yeah.
It's great. Plus they used all the original sets. They didn't need anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's like they had a bottle show, but they constructed it in such a way they could use it on the extra special effects, and it was clever.
Yeah. And so I've decided that I do have a favorite character, actually. I do have a character that I really like, and that is the Lexx itself, because it's like a big puppy. Stanley, something is biting me.
I am feeling sore.
Stanley, I do not see one of the flying Mantrid one-armed thingies flying around in here. Stanley, I think one of the flying, Mantrid one-armed thingies are eating me.
I feel very bad.
Boo. But yeah, so they're like, oh no! And at the end, Mantrid's like, aha, it's me, Mantrid! It was me the whole time!
I'm the Mantrid the whole time!
It was! He's like, I'm still alive, and I'm gonna kill everything in the world! They're like, no! They're like, Kai, what should we do? And he's like, I don't know.
And they're like, I have no idea how he's going to destroy the entire universe. Sure, we just saw him, eating the Lexx from the inside out, using these arms which can procreate by turning anything into arms. But there's no way that he could use that to destroy the universe, could he?
Because there's millions of worlds with trillions of people on them. Except for, like, all of the ones that have been eradicated so far in the show, in both universes.
To be fair, though, there's an episode, I have the box there. There's an episode coming out called Patches in the Sky, which is all about a guy sort of mapping the stars, and he's worked out that the stars are going out, and he's trying to work out, he's worked out it's like the end of the universe.
Not just Metroid.
Metroid!
Why are you doing that dance?
Metroid.
Okay. But yeah, so it was an alright episode. It was the last episode on the disc.
Disc 3.
There's 17 million more to go. I mean,
Yeah.
what? I love this show. I love you. I love everyone.
There's 8 episodes left.
Ooh.
And although the web and the net really, A, can be avoided because they're both shit, and B, if you see one, you definitely don't need to see the other one, because they're trying a Rashomon type thing, where it's like, we got the same event seen from a slightly different angle, when it's like 95% the same fucking episode.
I don't...
So we might skip that one.
What's our integrity? Our reviewer integrity.
Maybe we'll watch them back to back and then the review. Well, that's what we could do. We could do the exact same vlog twice for the web and the net. Just to see if anyone notices.
Just do it like Lloyd Kaufman and put it, The Net was a really interesting episode, actually, because I think that The Net... Basically, if you ask Lloyd Kaufman to film, any kind of promo for you for your event, basically what he'll do is he will use the same footage that he filmed once in, like, the early 80s, where it's obvious he's putting, your city, and it's really cool.
He does that with films as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really clever. We can do a whole vlog like that.
It would take a lot
Right,
of...
Norb was a really, really interesting episode and full of Metroid drone arms.
It looks like you're trying to chew a rubber band. Nobody talks like that. I've never witnessed you talking like that. No, stop it. No. But yeah, so that's that. I'm tired now. Been a long day. I worked tomorrow. I work forever. But yeah, so that was Norb. It was alright.
Good.
It was good. Okay, everybody was being a cohesive unit and caring about each other, so I like that. Well, caring about each other a little bit more than usual.
This is the sort of tone that Lexx Season 3 has.
Okay.
So, it's... The earlier Lexes are pretty much, very scattershot. We got one-off storylines. Season 4 is like that. Season 3, though, is more like this.
Okay. Well, there you go. Stop it now.
Blue lights!
No. That's the end. Go away.